first time in 4 years, Kevin Durant will face Kawhi Leonard in the NBA playoffs. The last time the two met, 2019, Game 5. Warriors versus Raptors when Durant tore his Achilles. Needless to say, this will be a much-anticipated matchup between two of the NBA's best. Okay, Perk, I apologize. I thought we were going to break there, but we got you, my friend, so we're going to roll. Perk, who's the most important player in the Clippers versus Suns matchup?
Well, we know what we're going to get out of Kevin Durant. You know what we're going to get out of Devin. Damn sure know what we're going to get out of Kawhi Leonard. With Paul George being out, Russell Westbrook is the most important player in this series because he's going to decide whether or not the Clippers advance or the Suns advance. And so when I look at Russell Westbrook and I look at him under Ty Lue, his game has elevated. When I look at Russell Westbrook in the Clippers uniform, his game has elevated. The joy is back. They have let him be the best version of Russell Westbrook. If Russell Westbrook can elevate his game back to the old Russell Westbrook, and I'm talking about just a light 25, 10, and 7, which he's capable of doing, along with what Kawhi and Norman Powell and those guys are going to bring to the table, he is going to be the most important player in this series.
I don't blame you for that answer because it's a pretty damn good one. I just respectfully disagree with it because once KD departed from Oklahoma City, Russell Westbrook had a very difficult time for several years getting out of the first round, despite the fact that he was averaging triple-doubles and getting numbers, because once postseason arrives, they're going to step back a little bit and dare you to shoot jump shots, and we all know that's not necessarily his game. So we shall see. I'm going to say the obvious, which is Kevin Durant, Kendrick Perkins, but for a different reason than you believe. Obviously, this year he's proven statistically to be the most efficient offensive superstar that we have seen. We understand that because that's what he brings to the table with the points that he's averaged, his true shooting percentages, 91% from the free throw line, all of this other stuff. But here's the reason why I say he's the most important. The last several weeks, the two-time champion and two-time NBA Finals MVP is coming. And because he's coming, it is my belief that Kevin Durant has to be there waiting. It can't be anything passive. It can't be just, let me just go out there and give you my 27. Kevin Durant's got to be that dude because Kawhi Leonard is going to be that dude. And you need to be somebody, you need to have somebody that neutralizes from an impact standpoint. I'm not talking numbers, an impact standpoint. You have to be somebody on the opposite side that goes like this. Yo, bro, I don't have no Achilles tear this time. I know this ain't the NBA Finals, but your behind is lucky I wasn't there years ago because Toronto wouldn't have had no damn NBA championship. That needs to be the Kevin Durant that shows up in this series. Yo, bro, I ain't hurt now.
When they tell me we got to rap and lead this here before I could call you out because you think you slick. But I'm going to come right back to you. You think you slick.
Don't
I know
worry,
what you're
Perk.
doing.
We're just taking a break, and you get to come right back to it. Or to ball out this series. Ja or AD?
Ja Morant. Well, I mean, is that a trick question? Of course, Ja Morant. That's exactly who I expect to ball out more so. Let's understand something. Excuse me. Steven Adams and Brandon Clark are gone. And so as a result, with Anthony Davis's greatness and the advantage that he's going to have because they're thin on their front line, we expect Anthony Davis to get the ball, to attack, and to do the things that he does. No knock against that. I'm not telling you that Anthony Davis is going to have a bad series. This brother could average 28 and 10 in his sleep. I get all of that. But Ja Morant, his play, his electrifying talent, and the ability it has to galvanize and inspire and elevate those around him, I think could be an X factor in this series, particularly with them having home court advantage, not to mention the fact that, again, I'm always worried about Anthony Davis. Every time he falls to the floor, I'm worried about him not getting up. Every time he falls to the floor, I'm worried about him not getting up. I mean, I don't give a damn what it is. Okay, he could trip over himself and nobody could touch him. And I'm saying, please get up, please get up, please get up. That's what I'm worried about with Anthony Davis. And oh, by the way, I also have to give mad respect to Jaren Jackson Jr. and what this brother's capable of doing on the defensive side of the ball and how not easy that's going to be. Plus, Perk, you told us yesterday it's all about LeBron. So I'm looking at it and I'm saying Morant, that's what I'm rolling with right now. I'm not saying that Anthony Davis is not going to have a big-time series, but I'm saying if you're asking me who do I trust more in this series, it would be LeBron over all of them. But if it's Anthony Davis or Ja Morant, I'm going to pick Ja Morant.
Is it me or Wendy right now?
Well, first of all, before you speak, let me tell you this, Kendrick Perkins. You already went viral for breathing deeply a few days ago. You going to do that again on Friday morning? You going to do that again on Friday morning?
Yeah.
That's what you going to do?
Yeah, the breathing on Monday was because I couldn't control myself because damn it, I had the flu, but I don't miss days of work just like you. I learned from you. That breath right there that I just took, that was intentional. That was intentional.
Kendrick, you want to know why you go viral?
People,
you go viral because you're entertaining. That's why. Because you're entertaining on television.
Well, I appreciate.
Thanks.
I appreciate it, Molly.
We so appreciate that.
He's entertaining. He's funny, and that's why people pay attention. So, like, let the man breathe.
Well, I appreciate
let
it.
him wear neon, whatever he wants.
I appreciate it, Molly. But Stephen A., you know, I look at Ja Morant, and you know how I feel about him. I believe the brother is box office and everything else.
Yep.
But for you to come on here and say that you actually trust Ja Morant more than AD, you know, that is very, very, very sickening to hear. Because AD is proven that he could actually win healthy, lead a team to winning a championship. And that's exactly what he is right now. He's healthy. A healthy Anthony Davis is a top 5 player in the league. He's been at the second part of the season on both ends of the floor. A guy that's leading the league in rebounding. A guy I believe that's 4th or 5th in the league in block shots. So when I look at AD entirely, and I look at his impact, and I look at what he's already accomplished when he's been the number 1 option. Because remember, when they won the championship, he was the number 1 guy that they was going to offensively. How can you actually walk into a series after you just saw what the Western Conference Player of the Month did the second part of this season and say that you actually trust Ja Morant more?
I'm gonna let Wendy go.
Better than that, but I'm gonna give you a pass because I know you're battling with laryngitis, and I know you've been traveling. I know you got your teeth
and drugs.
What's my doc? And look, and look, what's our good friend? What's our doctor name, man? Our good friend. I know he go get you right.
Dr. Charno.
Right now,
Dr. Charno. Dr. Charno. That's my man.
You are out your damn mind if you don't have trust
Wendy, just so
in
you know,
AD more than Ja Morant.
Just so you know, Wendy, Dr. Charno and Dr. Spivak, those are my doctors and stuff like that. And I hooked Perk up with them, and they got him right. Yeah. That's what he talking about. But you can go ahead, Wendy. I'll deal with Perk and his nonsense in a minute. Go ahead, Wendy.
I'm just glad I'm not in L.A. with you two guys. You're